The Stars and Stripes say it all. The comeback of 2013 is complete. America's Cup will stay in America. Team USA!
The New Zealanders have made a storming start, laying down the gauntlet to the Americans.
Here Burling saying struggling to lay. He's taking every puff down possible right now. Just when we were saying 500 meters was enough, Kiwis know how to make it interesting.
Well, we've seen it a few times, haven't we, out here in Bermuda? Those last-minute panicked maneuvers when things are not quite to perfection. But other than a few hiccups towards the end, the New Zealanders have made a storming start to the America's Cup match. Exploding out of the blocks, wiping out that one-point advantage that the USA had. Is being left out there on the racetrack, but it is all paying off because they are having quite the day, the New Zealanders. They're through the last gate. They are tearing up towards the finish line.
As we've said many times, put the brakes on quick, boys, or you're going to be in somebody's rum drink very, very shortly.
What a day for Peter Burling and Emirates Team New Zealand. What a start to their match. A blistering opening, laying down the gauntlet to the Americans. It is shaping up to be a brilliant duel, but the Kiwis have torn it up today. 2 wins from 2. They need 6 more wins, and the trophy will be theirs. But they have started in the best possible fashion. All done with the minimum of fuss. Peter Burling and Glenn Ashby and Blair Tuke with this wonderful, seemingly wonderful distribution of responsibilities and labour. They have worked out an excellent system, and their boat is very, very quick.
A few Kiwi fans waving their flags out front right now.
The New Zealanders picking up where they left off yesterday, ripping across the water and ripping into a 2-0 lead in the match. They've won all 3 of the 3. And they are leaving the USA trailing in their wake right now.
It's happened before, Ali. It happened in San Francisco, but I tell you what, this just has a little different feel to it. I have to tell you.
Tearing down the runway. The New Zealanders' victory in their sights. Hordes of supporters on the shoreline, and of course on all those boats out there on the Great Sand too. It has been such a dominant, impressive display. Peter Burling at the helm, and right now the Kiwis are hammering the Americans. 4 races, 4 wins. They are cleaning up. New Zealanders in Auckland in the first test match, and thousands of New Zealanders here in Bermuda enjoying yet another success, another hammer blow delivered by the Kiwis. They have powered into a 4-0 lead in the America's Cup match. They need 3 race wins to the trophy, and the dominance continues. You've got to ask yourself at this point, just what on earth can the USA do to hold their momentum?
Boy, a real close-up on this leg, but unfortunately with a quick little reach to the finish, we haven't seen a lot of passes on this reach coming to the finish through the entire event. It could be too little too late for Oracle Team USA.
It's looking like it'll be a step too far for Jimmy Spithill, this one. But he will be encouraged at the way that he's closed the gap at the very least, particularly when you take it all the way back to the start line and how costly that was. Kiwis are zipping along pretty nicely. Little glance over his shoulder from driving Miss Daisy. Don't forget, they've been tidying up their boat as well. He likes a good tidy, Peter Burling. and they've been tweaking and adjusting here and there in amongst the Americans. And as a result of a pretty clean race, New Zealand reassert their authority here in Bermuda, a tight margin, but they have moved into a 5-1 lead in the America's Cup match, and they are 2 wins from the trophy. 10 seconds the margin, 11. That is tight by anybody's reckoning, but it is still an American defeat. Trapped him into a corner, headed off into the blue, and he is seemingly not to be caught, not to be stopped. Down a runway he goes. This fearless team, this team that arrived here in the America's Cup match with very little baggage. Dan Ashby, the only survivor, of course, on board Emirates Team New Zealand, who was present in San Francisco 4 years ago. They're out to right the wrongs, and they're doing everything in their power to make it happen. Making it look simple. That's the most impressive thing about it. 100% fly time, up on the foils for the entirety of the race, and the Kiwis hurtling across the finish line and hurtling into match point in the America's Cup. Their dream close to being a reality now. And not just him, of course, the short team who put it all back together.
Hey, don't forget the millions of Kiwis that are up watching this right now. I think it's about 5 in the morning back on that little island, and they're just licking their chops right now. They're saying, Auckland, here we come.
2 islands, Kenny. 2 islands.
Sorry, 2 islands.
Digesting their early morning cornflakes, wiping the sleep from their eyes, and recognizing that their team is close now. Very, very close indeed.
Could be 2 more jives in, though. Possibly 1 more jive in. Let's see if they can soak down, because this is kind of an interesting angle into the finish line. Let's see if they can soak and get there.
So the USA desperately trying to chase the Kiwis down, but the game is up. There will be no fairy tale comeback this time around. Jimmy Spithill has lost his magic wand, and in the meantime, the Kiwis, innovative in their design, intense in their focus, resilient throughout the time here in Bermuda. The New Zealanders pedaling into the history books. The America's Cup wrestled from the USA by Burling's men in black. The trophy belongs to New Zealand.
Ladies and gentlemen, after all the hard work and determination, this is the moment this team has been waiting for. Finally, their chance to raise the oldest trophy in all of international sport. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the America's Cup to Emirates Team New Zealand!